Welcome to the third and final part of the Pestetron review, and today we'll be taking a look at Bugbog. Bugbog here is a Hercules claw beetle, if I'm not mistaken. Now, of course, as you can see, there are some downsides and upsides to this design. The eyes are quite practical position right here on this part. And it's kind of sad that this is of course a toy book version. They didn't include the extra set of legs. If you have at least two copies, or if you have an old book still in good condition, you might as well be using the Toy Book 7 leg pieces to fill in these legs. So if you want to make 6 legs rather than 4. And of course, transformation right here is a little simple. Now I've done some few techniques to make this guy look a lot better and look a lot more better to build. Just nudge the camera. So what you do is, of course, if you are still building this guy, take note that you have to glue this bottom piece right here, just below the head, so you have an allowance to put the gasalt head onto this part and not interfering with this thing right here, because that's going to be a little hard. I will also talk about the Pestetron's head later on and how you will form. And here is Bugbog in Littlebot mode. As you can see, he's the stockiest of all. The same principle like Anakdan. And of course, he wields this weapon, which is of course his this sword. The main color of him is red. Mainly, he's the leader, and probably the first leader in Foldabots to have mostly a majority of red in his design. Now, I've seen a lot of combiners before, but never used the color red as the leader. In just Foldabots alone, before Pestetron came around. Now, after Pestetron, we had Magmatron's Abominator, which is of course red, by far. Now, here's a little size comparison with Masa clone. He is towering really big. And of course, the other two, the Pollinator and Bangas, taking note that they all look like a Super Sentai kind of thing. So, this is probably one of my favorite combiners of all time, of combiners in this series. It's because they have this nice color scheme and all that right here. And of course, since they're of course a team, let's try combining them. First, let's start with the Pollinator right here. Pollinator, he's of course pretty simple. Just fold out this back to his own insect mode. Fold the head off, fold this head, and lay it out like this. So now for Bangas, it's the same thing. I'll just have to like pull them like so. So that's the 2 legs. For people clone, we'll just take out these arms and you have big fingers like me, or you just you can use pencils to get into the small body and pull out Pestetron's claws. I do definitely like the fact that they use the feet and the tail to form a decent hand, but the actual hands are actually these red parts right here. For Masara, it's just basically we're going to dismantle most of its parts. So we'll get back to the way we started. And fold out the cloth right here. Now, the first time I assembled these guys, this part right here, I just don't know. I mean, until I actually discovered that this part is actually important. Because this will actually put the moth wing in it. This is an important part, which I first don't know how and why did that got in here in the first place, but who cares? We just put the one of the wings right here, and of course the other wing on the other side. There's some tendencies that this wing will actually warp like this. Just keep it like this. Oh well. So here we have the arms, and onward with the torso itself. So very simple. Now what we were going to do is you take these paper clips and attach these directly onto the arms, so they'll form. We'll just do this ahead of time. Show you how it's done. So we got one arm right here. See if you guys in the right way. Yeah. So next is of course the other arm. So what we now have is of course the other arm. You can actually can't figure out how it's going to be done, but oh well. Or at least we can actually swap these pieces so it will actually stabilize better. It's up to you on how you want these things to be formed. And quickly put this thing right here. And of course, without further ado, we'll be inserting the leg, one leg right here, and another leg right here. Careful. So you can also like insert them simultaneously like this. I almost forgot. So you do it like this, and you can insert them together without doing a lot of hassle. Yeah, there it is. Finally. So what we're left to do is, of course, it's usually if we want to put these legs right here, it's just in a matter that you'll need to put them like this, and there's some tendencies that will drop down like so. We'll just have to insert them like such that they will look like they're hugging the two heads right here. And of course, put this thing on top. Now, the one thing I didn't know is, of course, one thing I know is, of course, this head right here, this big head, is found with bangas. And just before we get the whole gang completed, we already got to see how Pestetron's head will look like. And not necessarily the whole castle. Yeah. So here it is. Pestetron. And just a little moment right here. So we're going to put this one right here. And there you have Pestetron. Pestetron is, of course, the Super Sentai robot of the series. So he's basically made up of Sentai colors right here. Basic Sentai colors. Now, size comparison, we got, of course, Yellowtron. As a matter of fact, he's, of course, a lot taller than the other guy. And Sodatron, now, due to the fact of the head is bigger, he's a lot taller indeed. And here he is with, of course, Mikrocosmos. I'll just rearrange this a bit. So we can see. And take note that Mikrocosmos and the other and of course Pestetron are barely the same size right here. They're barely the same size. If you look at here, look at this. The only thing that is oddly sized are, of course, the prehistoric guys. These two little mini champions are, of course, barely bigger than the other two. And it's barely the same, because, first of all, when Mikrobots was completed, it was already completed retooling and rebuilding him. It was then that the guys had decided to retool some of the parts to make Pestetron. I do definitely love the fact that we have this such combiner in the series. And of course, this concludes the four-way review of Pestetron, Yellowtron, Solartron, and Microcosmos. And if you have any comments, you can be sure to comment if you want. And of course, don't forget to like this and every other parts of this review. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of these reviews. And of course, as a part of the celebration of my channel's 6th anniversary, let's just hear it for the big support. I hope I could do all of the reviews right away, unless they're all available. And of course, this has been Erwin from the Foldabots blog. Happy anniversary, and thank you for watching.